Hey guys, welcome to the Crespo's Life. My name is Tiffany.
And I'm Joshua.
And today we're doing our first ever video together. And we're doing the husband tag. Woo-hoo.
Yep, excited about this one. All right,
Yeah.
full disclosure, I got a bad memory, so she can ask me a lot of questions I'm probably going to get wrong or not even know the answer to. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Let's see how well he does. This is gonna be the true test of how much you know me. But unfortunately we don't have our son Kai with us. He's taking a nap, which is good because we could do this video together and you guys
Definitely.
could get to know us on a personal level. But you'll be seeing a bunch of videos with Kai because he's amazing. Who wouldn't want to see him?
Yeah, it's mainly going to be about Kai, but since he's sleeping right now,
it's
we can
Kai's
put him in.
world. We're just living in it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull up the questions right now. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this video forever. Oh, but we're actually gonna do a little twist. So instead of him answering all the questions, we're gonna take turns. So he'll answer one, and then I'll answer one. He'll answer one. I'll answer one. And there's 35 questions. So
Yeah.
let's get started.
So let me outline how this is going to go basically. So you can ask me, hey, so when did we meet? Crap. I'm gonna get it wrong. And then,
Really, babe?
Now
You have to have more confidence in yourself.
I'm gonna ask her. So when did we meet? She's probably gonna have like the time, the date, the place.
No, you never know. My memory
the
might be just as
freaking
bad.
astrology of when the planets were aligned. She has a good memory. I have a bad memory, so yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Alright.
All right. So the first question is, how and where did we meet?
Did I tell you that?
You want me to answer this one?
No, I'll answer it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll answer
Okay.
it. Okay, so how and where did we meet? Alright, so we first met at McDonald's. Actually, no, it's not the first time. That's the first time we actually spoke and actually sat down and spoke to each other. The first time we met was when I went to go pick up my sister, right? When you guys work in the same Circuit City, I think it was, right? So they working at Circuit City. They were both, I guess, sales women. And yeah, I was having a kind of a bad moment, kind of broke up with my ex, and I was kind of in a bad mood. So I don't remember it, but she says that when she saw me in the car picking up my sister, that I gave her a mean look, like don't talk to me, don't look at me.
You did.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but probably did. But yeah, that's when we first actually met. But when we actually got together was when we went to actually McDonald's. Had like a little hangout day, so I can actually meet her, and we both were sitting down eating. I think I was eating like chicken with nuggets with French fries. He was eating a Big Mac or whatever he was eating.
Yeah.
And she was shy to eat in front of me, like
Oh my God.
So, and yeah, that's basically the first time we met. We had like a little, nice time together, hanged out, got to know each other, laughed, said jokes and stuff like that, and yeah.
Yeah. He did good. And that actually brings up question 2. What was your first impression? And for me, from what he said about the whole car situation, because I did first meet him like in person when he was picking up his sister, and he just looked at me. He didn't even look at me. He just went like, he had his hand on the wheel and he was just like,
Yeah.
and he turned right back around. So my first impression of him was ill. He has a nasty attitude and he's not cute. But
That's why I wore fitted. So
yeah, and you can barely, all you see is lips, 2 little lips, and then looking away. So I was just like, okay. I'm like, he's rude. But we did see each other again before meeting in McDonald's, and I saw him again in his mom's car, and he was actually sitting up, and he looked at me, and he was smiling. So my first impression of him, I was like, damn, he's cute. I was smitten. by him.
I don't know what she saw, but. Hey.
What? He's gorgeous. His face is beautiful.
All right, next question.
I was smitten. Let's just put it that way. The third question: How and where was our first date?
Was that for me? Or
Would
for
you that would be for you, but I feel like I guess the first date would be
The day I explained, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not cheap, right? Just she was in McDonald's eating, and I went there to meet her, to hang out with her.
We
so
were hanging out
that
with
was her.
with
She's cheap.
his sister as well, so it was just like a group of us hanging out. But we had our time alone too. Fourth question. Where
Can I ask it?
was our? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Fourth
All right.
question.
So fourth question: where was our first kiss, and how was it?
Oh,
I remember.
let me say the story.
Alright.
Right?
Say it.
Because I'm always
I
telling
remember
him, I'm like, babe, do you remember our first kiss? So it was in his house when he lived back in Anderson.
What movie were you watching?
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
We were watching Mad Max, and he made me the best food ever. You know, he made me breakfast. Eggs with French fries, and they were slamming. And it was the first time that I had French fries with the skin on it. Like, he actually cut it up for me, the potatoes, left the skin. I was like, ooh, I never had French fries with the skin on it. So after we watched the movie and we ate, I guess we were talking, and then he just looked at me, and he was like, can I ask you a question? And I was like,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, what would you do if I was to kiss you? And I was so nervous when he asked me that. I had a feeling it was coming, but I was like, oh my God, like, what if I'm a bad kisser? Like, what if, he doesn't like me after? And I was like, I will kiss you back. And then we just started making out. And we made out for hours, literally. For hours, just making out on his couch. And my mom was calling me. It was like almost 9 o'clock at night. And back then, I was still living with my parents. I had curfew. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta go. I was so scared that I was gonna get in trouble, but that was like the best day ever.
I remember that.
And we weren't even together yet. We were just dating for like what, 2-3 days?
Yeah, just testing the waters. As you can
Yeah, we would give each other kisses goodbye, and we literally didn't even make it official, but yeah, that was the first. All right, I'm gonna ask the next one. The next one is, when did you meet my family?
Ooh, that's a good one. When I meet your family. Wasn't that when I went to church? Right? When I went to church. All right. If it's the day that I'm thinking about, it's when there was a play that was going on at her church, and she wanted me to go there and I guess to watch the play, but also to meet her family at church. 'Cause she was really into church at that time, which she still is, but she just hasn't went in a while. Yeah, right. That was the day.
Yep.
I think that was the day. I'm not doing too bad.
Yep, no, you're not. You're doing great. I think we should do like up to question 15 and then do a part 2. What do you think? Because there's a lot of questions.
All right. How did you know I was the one? Question 6.
I knew he was the one from the first day that we hung out in McDonald's. Because the way he was just so polite and just so nice. He was different compared to any guy that I've ever met in my life. And I just remember us linking arms. Literally, this is the first day we're hanging out. He's holding my hand. It was raining outside, and he had the umbrella over me, and he was opening doors for me. We went into a clothing store. We were already like, if we were together, what outfit would you pick for me? So, I don't know. Like, his whole personality just, wow. It wowed me. I was like, whoa. And usually, like any guy that I was talking to before, I have really strict parents, so I was afraid to ever introduce any guy to my parents. So those relationships, there was never a relationship because I felt like I had to hide them. But after that day, I was like, no. I was like, he's the one. Like, I'm gonna tell my parents finally, like, I want this guy in my life. And it was because of that day.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was an interesting beginning.
But we're great.
Yeah, it was fun, like I always say, when things come easy, it's too easy. What's the point of it, As easy as it comes, easy it's gonna go. So when things take time, you have to work your time to actually get into something. I feel like it's more rewarding, you could say.
Yeah, we've definitely had our ups and downs, but definitely
that's every relationship.
Rewarding. So. All right, next question. When and why did you fall in love with me?
Isn't that the same question?
No.
Oh?
The last one was how did you know I was the one, but the other one was how did you fall, like why did you fall in love with me?
Wait. Say again?
When and why did you fall in love with me?
I fall in love with you. When?
Short and cute, babe. Short and cute.
All right. So when and why did I fall in love with her? I can't really think of a specific time that I fell in love, to be honest. I don't think it's a certain time you're like, oh, I'm in love with the person. I think it was, I guess, moments of like the way she was, what she said, how I felt when I was around her. So little days, little time, little moments actually just started making me feel for her more. And so one day I just gave in to my feelings and I just said, I love you, So I'm sure I didn't feel that at any moment, like specifically, but yeah, a lot of stuff you did make me feel like, I just started feeling for you, like you was just the one I want to be with.
Aww,
so yeah. Okay.
I think we're on
8?
Yeah.
Yeah. So question 8. How long have we been together, relationship, and marriage?
We've been together. We just made 9 years, December 21st, and we've been married for 3 years. Anniversary is August 15th.
Yeah.
Next question.
That's a good question.
How do you resolve
That's a good
problems?
question.
Oh Lord.
How do we resolve problems? Okay. Again, so we don't have a specific way we resolve problems. Sometimes, like any other couple do, we argue until one of us gets our point across, and if we don't, and both of us feel different about the situation, we'll just be upset a little bit at each other, but then come right back together and apologize to each other. Or we'll just argue about it and just forget about it the second later and just start watching a movie or just talking about random crap that we talk about. So it's not really a specific way we deal with issues. It's just that when you're in a relationship, you have to know when to, I guess, solve them by not really trying to solve them. You know, if you love each other, what's the point of letting an argument get in the way of your marriage or your relationship? You know, it just doesn't make sense. So that's what I think.
What he said.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Wait, you read this or I read that one?
No.
Yeah, you read number 10.
I don't know. 10. Okay. So question 10. What do the two of you, wait, what? What do you two do for a living, and are you using your college degree?
Want me to answer? Or? I mean, we both.
It is your question.
Oh, okay. Well.
When you say what you're doing, I say what I'm doing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we both don't have degrees. It would be nice. We have our high school diplomas, but eventually I wouldn't mind going back to college, but that's not really a route that I took. I ended up just working once I left high school. I was working for a pharmaceutical company, but at the moment I am a full stay-at-home mom now, so that is my job. I gave it all up to be with my son, and that's the best rewarding job I've ever had in my life so far. So
yeah. For me, well, so we both did go to college. She went to college to become a teacher.
Yeah.
Right, teacher. I went to college to become a criminal justice investigator. So we both decided, take a little break off it and just never went back, which is a mistake on our part. But we're gonna actually think about going back and getting that done, right?
Yeah.
So I work for a company that works on tows and gantries and stuff. I don't want to get too into it, but basically, I'm a technician. I fix to make sure the calibration of the system is working correctly. Yeah, so she's a stay-at-home mom, which is awesome because she's still my son. I do not want anybody watching my son. I don't trust anybody unless it's family-related individuals. Otherwise, I don't want anybody near my son.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically the answer to the question. That's not the kind of
Next question.
I don't want nobody near my son. It's just that I don't trust anybody.
There's so many things happening in this world, and
I've heard a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
So, okay. So, what key elements make a successful relationship and marriage? That's for me or for you?
Either one. I'll answer it.
You want to answer?
Short and sweet. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we could say both of our views, and I think how many more questions? I think we'll do like 4 more, and that's it, because I don't want the video to be too long.
Mm-hmm.
To me, a key element is, I guess, communication and
that's great.
understanding. From my point of view, I feel like if you want a relationship to work, you have to make sure that you're listening to your partner and listening to their needs and their wants, and you don't have to change yourself completely.